Something that you may not know is if you associate with a specific party, you're not going to have, of course, the same information, because the party that is running under the Republican is not going to be listed on the Democratic card, right? And then if you're nonpartisan and there's no candidate for the nonpartisan in that race, you do not have the opportunity to vote for who you would think would be a good candidate. So that is something that I did not know, that I did some research on for myself before I go out and vote today. I think they say that this is the general election for general primary and nonpartisan general election for this year. The actual election between the final party candidates will take place in November of this year. So it is interesting to see the differences. And on the nonpartisan, I noticed that there are no questions with regard to legislation. So on, what is this? The Democratic ballot, they have questions in here. Should marijuana be legalized and taxed and regulated in the same manner as alcohol for adults that are 21 years old or older, with proceeds going toward education, infrastructure, and health care programs? That is not on the partisan side. So let's take a look over here at the Republican side. So that was question number 8. I imagine that question number 8 is definitely going to be different. So I just am curious to see if they have that question available. I don't see it. Okay, so if you decide to, looks like if you decide to select the Democratic, you'll get the nonpartisan part at the bottom. And I guess the nonpartisan is primarily for judges in the different district and the justice system. They are supposed to be nonpartisan. I do not see a question about marijuana on the Republican ballots. I may be overlooking it because I am doing a quick scroll, but it's interesting to see that there are differences just in the questions that are asked depending on the party that you associate with or you decide to vote on. Or, decide to vote with. Their question number 8 on the Republican side is crime has drastically increased throughout the country, including in our capital city of Atlanta. Should the citizens of residential areas like the Buckhead community of Atlanta be allowed to vote to create their own city governments and police departments? So they have a question in here to say whether or not communities can make their own cities. I'm not sure that I see this question on the Democratic Party. I don't see anything that says anything about Buckhead. So I'm wondering if there is, and then they have a question number 9 on here. These are not the same questions. So you have the different parties voting on different things. It's important. The point of this video is to let you know it's important for you to do your research before you go to the polls and just vote for anyone or any legislative process. If you choose nonpartisan, none of these questions are available to you. So just things you may not know. Session for you. Talk to you later. Bye. All right, I'm getting ready to cast my vote. Before the end of the day, I'm not exactly sure the cutoff time, but please go out and cast your vote. This is an important election. There are some questions on the ballot that need to be addressed as far as legislation. Don't sleep on this, guys. Get out there and vote today.